Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Scorpio, we're going to look ahead for you. We're going to look at October 2022. We're going to look at career, projects, and money. We're going to look at your personal relationships. And we're going to look at your area of greatest growth in October of 2022. I'm going to do the Energy Oracle deck, the Moonology deck, the Light Seers Tarot, and the Teeny Tiny Everyday Witch Tarot. To Scorpio. Let's get started, my friends. I just had an adjustment too. I just came back, well, about an hour ago. I might struggle to speak, but I think it's okay. The lovely Felicia, who is a Scorpio. That lady has hands like a surgeon. If I'm in the chair and Felicia's there, I'm like, oh, it's good. Good adjustment. So thank you, Scorpios. You're good at what you do and whatever it is that you're doing. All right, Scorpio. October 2022, careers, projects, money, personal relationships, and your area of growth. She's pregnant too. She looks lovely. She's like a walking Empress goddess right now. Scorpio, career, projects, and money. Oh my goodness, you're putting your heart into what you're doing. Wow. That's so funny. And that the fact, because I haven't talked about Felicia in a while. But it's funny because I really feel like she does. And she has she's just, it's like a gift. There never feels like a lot of pressure or force, just like everything just moves smoothly. And I really see here, so you're putting your heart, you're really putting your heart into whatever you're working on in October. Like, it's what drives you. It's what's fueling whatever you're doing. If you're picking up a new project, you're finding something that just makes your heart sing and you get up every morning excited to do it. If it's money, you're loving your money. Yeah. Okay, so personal relationships. Wow, the sun. Really good. Shining brightly. I want to say, because we're getting a little bit, like, showing up with these two energies already. It does feel like you might be trying something new, like in terms of your approach or how you deal with certain things going on in October. And it's really like, it's kind of, I want to say, in your best interest in terms of the relationships that you have around you, your personal relationships. It's really, really good. It's exactly like what you would hope for. Yeah, I mean, I would never want to get it. I don't know, because it's probably not likely every single relationship that you're going to have in October is going to be everything you could hope it would be. But I really feel like, well, there would be probably at least one here, quite significant, where definitely you would be showing up in your truest self. You would feel really good about it, and vice versa. Like, it's just a really, really nice energy. So your area of greatest growth in October is action. If there's been something that you've been wanting to do and haven't been doing it, it's happening. You are doing it. You're moving. The thinking woman. But first, let us think about everything going on. Contemplating. Got hair or something caught. It's not from Felicia. She's perfect. It would be something I did. I think you've bypassed. I'm just getting this butterfly up here. I've never really paid much attention to it before. It almost looks like kind of wooden or faded or, yeah, like I want to say faded, like all the color's been sapped out of it. And she's like looking in this book, in this diary, and almost like getting an epiphany. Like all of a sudden her attention has been drawn over here. So I don't know if your thought process changes in October or you're going through some sort of thought process right now. And then, so once you get into October, it's really affecting these areas of your life, what looks like in a really positive way. And I don't know if it's like this butterfly, because the butterfly to me symbolizes like new beginnings. So there might have been everything has a new beginning, even things that you're ending in your life at some point were a new beginning. So something could be kind of like fluttering off into the background, and it's almost like something else has your attention, or you're at least looking at something in a different way. Let's see how the Moonology deck adds to this. I put these cards up so high, I don't need to, because I changed the spread a little bit. Career, projects, and money. You have man holding a heart. A new start is coming. I said, told you. Right? It's like her attention. Oh, what is that? Something is new. It's new. But it's great because it's the blueprint. I'm hearing it's the blueprint as I'm noticing this heart almost like ironed on, or oh, this is interesting. Because these little leaves here look like butterflies that are waiting to come off of these branches. So it does feel like you're tapping into something that I kind of think, now wait a second, there's so much coming in this card that I've never seen before. Okay, I gotta close off that image so I can keep going with what I was saying. Like you're kind of tapping into what I think is the most powerful way of manifesting and kind of finding success in what you're, what feels really good to you, and however you want to define success, like if it's monetary, or it's the fact that you get up every morning and you love what you're doing, or you're helping other people, it makes your heart sing. In some way it makes your heart sing. And so I feel like it's almost like this is going to create all these potential new beginnings. Like they're just starting to form. I can't look at what's on his chest because it's bringing me a message. It's just starting to form these new beginnings because you're fueling it with the right sort of fuel. Now he's wearing a chain with a ring on it. Whenever I think of someone who's got a ring, like on a chain, I think of either someone is using their hands a lot so they don't wear their ring. But most of the time, because I think most of the time though, that's not the reason, because a lot of times if it's not safe to wear a ring in the environment that you're in, it's probably not safe to walk around with a chain with the ring on. But I feel like too, this can be something that's been passed down to someone, or it has some sort of special meaning. And this ring could be related to someone else that this person knew. It could be something that a grandparent, a child, getting a child. It was his ring as a child. His ring as a child. Something that somebody gave him when he was a child. He or she, whoever you are, this is you in this picture. Something that someone gave you when you were a child. And it's being symbolized by a ring here. But you've outgrown being able to, wear the ring in a traditional sense. So there's something about that too. You've outgrown something that you would kind of do or look at in a traditional way. And this is feeding your heart. And this is feeding a project. And this is starting a new beginning. Yeah, interesting that. Okay, the sun. Personal relationships. Oh yeah, there's a new start coming. Personal relationships. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. You guys are a little bit like Leo here so far. Like, man, you can't win for losing. No, you can't lose for winning. Sorry. You can't lose for winning. Man, the sun and luck is on your side. Like, what is it that you want to do? And they're both new moons. There's a new start coming for you here. A new opportunity. And it feels like if you take this, if you go with this new opportunity, even if it feels like, you don't know how it could progress, how things could go unfold, not all is kind of foretold or seen here. Just know that luck is on your side. Like this is the right time for something to happen. Aiming for the moon and hitting the sun. So you could actually end up with more than what you hope for. Your area of greatest growth is action. You are very close to achieving your goals. Your goal, it says goal. So there's a singular goal here. Your area of growth is either the initial action needed to achieve something or the final action needed to achieve this. I kind of feel more like it's a final action. But who knows? Because sometimes it could just be the idea of finally figuring out what it is you need to do to get to Z. But you're stuck at A for the longest time. And this is almost like finally you hit B. Now you're on your way. Or you've hit X and Y. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Oh, your dreams are building in October. Your dreams are building up. The energy around your dreams here are building up in October. This gibbous moon too, there's something funny about a gibbous moon, right? Like the way that last little piece of the moon isn't being reflected, isn't lit up. It makes it look kind of oblong and misshapen. So it might, and because you have that, and then you have these two cards for a new moon, it does sort of seem like that, yeah, actually it's coming back to this, that it may not even look like at first that there's a new opportunity in this for you. Like, yeah, I think it's a bit disguised. But luck is the part here. This is the time. This is the time, Scorpio. So career projects, money, personal relationships, and your area of greatest growth, Scorpio. Wait a second. The book is here. There's the book that she was holding. I think you've had a long-term plan here. I think you've had a long-term plan yeah. And like, it's almost like as you're getting these things kind of growing, all these ideas are starting to grow, hatch out with these butterflies. The original plan is all still part of this. So whatever this original plan was, it's still part of what you're growing here. There's some sort of plan here that involves personal relationships. Maybe that's the part that you've been thinking about the most. Man holding a heart. 8 of Swords. God, this is the one area you really felt like you can't go. So whatever project, career, or even money that's been holding something back for you that, you know, means a lot to your heart, and is something that you know, like you lead with your heart in this, you know that, like this is what you really love. You're excited about this. But yeah, no, this is the part that's been like confusing. Doesn't seem to be any way forward. A new start is coming though. The 8 of Cups. Oh, dang. She's walking towards the sun. I love it. Okay. Okay. Some of you might be recognizing that there's something that you spend your time on, whether it's a project or career, managing money. It feels more like a project or career that has been preventing you from pursuing something on a more personal level here. So you have a new start. And I don't know, because the way she's walking into the sun, that sun symbolizes it's a lucky time for your personal relationships. And then I feel like you've been involved with something that has stopped you from moving forward with your heart. So whether you decide, you know what, this career, it pays well, but I never see my family. Or maybe, I know that Americans do this a lot. I don't know why. Tell me in the comments. I mean, Canadians do a little bit, but not like Americans. At least how I see it. And yeah, and like Americans that I know. Like, you guys travel a lot, so freely from state to state. Like, you know, people that, you know, were raised in Colorado, and then they go to school in Washington, and then they work in Texas, and then they work there. Like, I'm just fascinated by how much Americans move. But then sometimes I wonder, like, how hard is that on your family life and community life? But anyways, yeah, share it in the comments. So, like, this could be something too, like maybe you did something, or you took on a career or a path of some kind, even my European friends, and you've moved away from, I don't know, something that you love, but it feels like personal relationships. So there could be people that you were really close to, or you may not have just had time for really investing in personal relationships. But this is, you're putting something to rest with this bowl. All these eights. You've completed some sort of a spiritual process here. And you're walking towards new starts in personal relationships. So the Sun. And there you are, walking. The Knight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Now, isn't that fascinating? Right? You went from here and to here, to the Sun. I told you, you're walking to the Sun. You were walking into the Sun. And you're leaving a lot of shit behind. Okay, you're leaving the initial sort of 3-2-1 blast off here for you is leaving a lot of emotional baggage behind. And then once you actually get to this personal destination in this journey that you're going through, you're leaving behind a lot of, what was interesting? Yeah, you're leaving behind a lot of physical baggage. But the thing that's really interesting about this physical baggage is that these are things that you've planted in the past. They're going to grow. I don't know that they're growing for you. What I'm getting with this specifically is if you've ever moved into a house or a home or anything, well, something that usually has some land or a place where someone can garden. And there's like some trees, or there's some shrubs, or there's some perennial gardens, or no, I guess, yeah, perennials. And they're beautiful, like they've been maturing for the last 20 years. But the thing that I always find so fascinating about that is that the person who planted it is rarely the person who enjoys it at the point in time where it is full and it is at its glory. I mean, think about the first house I had when I had my son. I built all the gardens there for them. Anyways, so I built all the gardens and I had all these trees planted. Every once in a while I drive by. And it's just beautiful. And I think that, like, I planted that for someone. But that's what I'm feeling like here. So whatever these things are that you're leaving behind, these even could be like good things that you've done in your community or with other people in the past. And because these are all kind of planting into the ground. Like, I never noticed that before. They're like poop, dug into the ground. So these things are going to grow. But you're walking away from them. You've done your duty. It's done your duty. It's actually kind of, even, I want to say a bit of a Taurus energy. Which is funny, because what is it? Each zodiac represents a seed that God determined it to be. And Aries plants the seed, though, but then they take off. And then Taurus comes in and I think cultivates it. And these are big. So these are big ideas. These are things that I think of like kind of grown beyond a seed level. But there's one, you're keeping, no, you've got two. You've got one in your hand and you've got one large one on your back. And that's the Ace of Pentacles. It's the only one with that symbol on it. I can't tell what's in your hand. It's a secret. Oh, the book. Maybe it's the book. Oh, what's in her other hand? A scroll. Secret information. Very Scorpio. Secret information in your hand. There's an Ace of Pentacles on your back. You have a new beginning here in some sort of personal relationship, and it's glorious. And I feel like you may have invested already a lot in different types of personal relationships. And a lot of people have grown from this. And it's almost like now it's your turn. It's really beautiful. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you move into that house. You're like, I love that they planted these things and they grew. So you should always do that. Even if these new subdivisions, nobody planted shit. Like, you know what? In 15 years, you're going to wish you planted a tree. So luck is on your side. The 8 of Pentacles. Huh. Right? It kind of felt like there was something about career, work, projects that you were walking away from. Maybe just not investing as much emotionally as you had in the past, so that you can invest more emotionally somewhere else. And if this is the right time to do it. It totally is. Like, so I don't know if work is going to get slower for you and you can actually do that. Look at this. Wait a second. How many? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 12 pentacles in this card. 10 plus 2. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe that means something to someone. But because what I'm seeing here is all of these up in the air around her, pentacles, but there's only one again that actually does. It's like the one on your back. Everything else just has some sort of like elaborate, yeah, what are those things called? Those flowery type patterns, you know what I mean? So there might also be a lucky time to start a new project with someone you might have a more personal relationship with. It is, I do though see like this is a lucky time to not have to focus so much on your career and projects. You can invest yourself here in a personal way, and it's ideal because it's the sun. Your area of greatest growth is action. The 10 of Wands. Boy, all these people walk in here. What's that? But the 10 of Wands is right, carrying heavy burdens. And over here in personal relationships, he's dropping all the heavy burdens, dropping them. You're taking action to drop all the heavy things that you don't need to be carrying around in life. I really feel like, I don't know, that some of you have guided, have assisted, have helped other people along the way, and now it's kind of time for you to step back a bit. I do want to say too, it's really cute. There's a little baby there for my girl Felicia. Little baby. Your area of greatest growth, you are very close to achieving your goal. Ooh, the Page of Swords. The book. The book. Maybe some of you want to write a book. You are going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever that tunnel is for you. Some sort of heavy burdens. But taking action. Like, it's so easy to say, okay, release these burdens. But what are they? I mean, some of these could be like real legit burdens. This is an idea here on how to do this. You've got a number of ideas. And I really feel like you're learning along the way here. And it is a bit of a tightrope walk. But you are learning along the way. The Ace of Cups. Yeah. So funny. Yeah, baby. I feel like an 80s like lounge lizard. Yeah, you know what's interesting though? The only cup going on in here is the 8 of Cups. So you've put some sort of emotional thing away, and that opens up a brand new beginning here for you. It's kind of funny, like you wouldn't really see through the tarot a brand new beginning, but you can actually see the building blocks for that in this reading, especially with your 2 new moons. All right, man holding a heart and the 8 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. This is the thing that is like, that crushes you the most. I really feel like some of you like have taken on a job or a career where it's taken you away from the things that you love. It really has. So your new start is coming though. The 8 of Cups, putting that to rest. A new start is coming, the 8 of Cups. Oh my God, you have the Ace of Wands and the 8 of Cups. It's inspiring. It inspires you to do something here. October is going to be a very interesting month for you, Scorps. And some of you are October babies. The latter part of October. Hell's Night, Halloween and all that stuff. I'm going to come back in my next life with a Scorpio. I think fun. All right. You're walking away and you're truly inspired. So the Sun and the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. The Sun and the Knight of Pentacles. The 7 of Swords. The 10 of Wands. It's like the thing that you've avoided the most. Avoiding this is the heaviest burden of all. It is the one thing you truly wish for. Look at that. Isn't it funny how we do these things to ourselves? Yeah, Scorpio. It's the one thing that has eluded you, or that you find yourself, I want to say, needlessly disconnected from. And I feel like that got channeled in because like human part of me was saying, you know, it's not always that easy, Spirit. But Spirit's like, yeah, it is. You people just complicate shit. All right. So yeah, it's releasing these burdens, right? You're dropping them all. No matter how, I want to say too, there might be a little bit of sneaky sneak here, like how you drop some of these burdens so that you can really pursue the ones that light up your life. Oh, I just got that song. You light up my life. Yeah, I've heard that song in a long time. Oh my God, Scorpio. Talk about lounge lizard. Who sings that? There we go. Look that one up. There's your song. There you go. Luck is on your side. 8 of Pentacles. You also might, start some new relationships here that start off kind of personal. Like maybe you go to a friend's get together or party or something, right? And you meet a person, I don't know, where it could end up being like, networking with someone for a new job, because there's something going on with your career and projects here that no. So the minute you are no longer emotionally attached, I feel like, to the outcome that is existing over here, it inspires you to not necessarily explore and go, okay, I'm going to quit my job. I'm not telling you to do that. So this here is like, I got to see things differently, like you start to, because you feel differently. So let's see, luck is on your side. 8 of Pentacles. The right kind of networking. Wow, look at that. Knight of Swords. King of Swords. This feels like getting help with your burdens. Because the Knight of Pentacles is showing up, right? With the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. It's almost like your 10 of Wands, these burdens, are like boomerangs. Poof, that's gone. Jesus, Murphy, thank God. Oh, and it's back. So you know it's not gone. But then the Knight of Swords, like quickly and swiftly, right into the King of Swords. Like there's a massive transformation here of thoughts and ideas and words and wisdom and taking action and really like holding on to it and knowing absolutely 100%. The book. What is with the book in your reading? Yeah, well, she's got a book there. There's a journal on the bed. The book that she was holding showed up in the Sun card. And then she's got a book too. And now the King of Swords is pointing to a book. Oh, he's got a little white cat. I'm about to get my little white cat. I didn't really know he was that white, actually. Anyways, you can go to my community channel. Abados is on his way. You might be meeting a new professional, like in some sort of personal endeavor here. You might get professional help with some sort of personal endeavor as well. And it's like you just cut through everything here. Cut through the bullshit, cut through. Action. Your area of growth. Action in the 10 of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, is that funny? The Knight of Pentacles was clarified by the 10 of Wands. Your 10 of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. Oh, baby. Nothing can stop you now. Oh, this is good. Yeah, I really gonna feel like you're gonna accomplish something here. You're gonna accomplish something. You're gonna have the, I want to say both the courage and the creativity combined to be able to kind of come out with some sort of, from what I can see here, possibly hoped outcome, a hoped outcome, an outcome that you would hope for. You're very close to achieving your goal. Page of Swords. Oh, that's a lot right there. Okay, we started with the 6 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. For some of you, I mean, because you go from the 6 of Cups to the 9 of Pentacles and then the King of Cups. For some of you, you might be getting something back. Sounds funny. Because it's like she receives this from that guy, and then she's over here reading a book. And then we find you in your bestest energy, the King of Cups. What's in the book? I need to wait a second. We're going to look at this first. What's in the book? We're going to go to the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. What is in the book, Scorpio? What's with the book? What is the symbolism of this book? Obviously, books give us knowledge, information. They record things. What is in the book for Scorpio? What is symbolic of this book that is showing up in Scorpio's reading? Assertion and vision. Wow. Never lose sight of what it is that you want. There you go. Assertion and vision. So, Sun, both Sun cards too. Sun in Aries and Sun in Pisces. God damn it. Never lose sight of your dream. That's profound, no? That's beautiful. Never lose sight of your dream, Scorpio. That's what the book symbolizes for you. Don't lose sight of it. I don't think you're going to. Power, Moon in Scorpio. Dang, and then you have inheritance, Saturn in Scorpio. And then Mars in Capricorn. Authority. You have the power to inherit what is yours. You have the power to inherit what is yours. Okay, so what is all this here? All this extra came out. Temperance, Strength, 4 of Swords. Man, talk about holding yourself back. Jeez. What a combination of cards, the first 3. Temperance, Strength, and the 4 of Swords. Being patient, using more than you would typically ever use in self-control. The Four of Swords, needing to just kind of, you know, not even focus on it. It's just too much to even think about it. And then the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, you come out a winner on the other side, that's for sure. It's something to celebrate. It's a really good feeling, but it's taken you a long time. There is an intense amount of perseverance with these first three cards. The Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool is at the bottom. Yeah, you know, some of you may have been away from home. Oh my God. There's my American friends traveling all over the place. And the Fool, a new beginning. But almost like back where you started. It feels like that too. There's a bit of a nostalgic. Back where you started. That's funny too, because when I sat down to do this reading, I thought, it's been a while since I've had Felicia do my teeth. Because there's other people. They're nice people. Nobody's Felicia. Anyways. So then I had her and I thought, I'm sitting down to do a reading. It's been a long time since I've done a reading after Felicia's been working in my mouth. And I was almost nostalgic because I thought it's been just over 2 years now that I've been getting this done. I got about 6 months to go. But yeah, the only thing left are like 2 sets of molars and 2 sets of molars. Compared to like 10 teeth up here that have all been moved. But Felicia was saying the molars take the longest to move because they have the biggest root system. So anyways, it was just like nostalgic for me to sit in this, but I'm kind of picking that up. I'm going to go do the extended reading for you. Most unexpected changes for you in October of 2022. Scorpio. Thank you so much. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.